So in today's video, this is a requested video and I'm going to be discussing it and going through one of my favorite perfumes. It's like one of my all-time favorite fragrances. And one of my subscribers wrote to me and they said to me if I wouldn't mind making a video for them that would just explain a little bit more about the whole Hypnotic Poison range and the different types of fragrances within that range or collection, and I guess the different types of flankers. So I thought I'll do that video for you all, and for my lovely subscriber that wanted this video. This brand actually started my love for perfumes, and this is one of my all-time favorites. This fragrance has been a favorite of mine for 10 years plus, and I have to share it with you today. I would love it if you would subscribe and like and comment down below. Join my YouTube family. I would love to have you on board. And also, I'm going to go through my Hypnotic Poison fragrances and I would love to know what is your favorite. Hey my darlings, let's start this video. I am so excited to share. I have all my wonderful perfumes here. I've kept them in the box as well so that you have an idea of how it's presented when it's boxed, and just to give you more information. So this video might be a fairly long one actually, so make yourself a lovely cup of tea and let's enjoy this video. So I'm going to start off with Hypnotic Poison, and this is the Eau de Toilette. So this is the box that the perfume is presented in. Well, the feature that you will notice is the way in which the perfume is presented. It's presented in this round bottle, and the bottle is supposed to look like a poison apple, and it's normally in a red color usually, and it has this lid here with a gold rim. So that's the EDT version. Now this is most likely, and actually most definitely, the most popular, the most talked about, most hyped up version. It's the EDT version. This fragrance is decadent, it's luxurious, it just smells beautiful, very feminine, and it's very sensual as well. This fragrance, I would describe it as an oriental. It's quite gourmand, it's sweet, and it has notes of vanilla and almond. It's beautiful. This is the EDT version, and in this perfume we have caraway seeds, we have some bitter almond, we have vanilla, we have musk in here, we have sambac jasmine, and it's very creamy, this fragrance. We've got some woody notes in here and it's beautiful. It's one of those fragrances that most people find quite addictive. I mean, I find this extremely addictive. It's one of those fragrances, I think if you like it, or if you smell this fragrance, you're either just going to fall in love with it and then you're always going to love this fragrance and that's it. It's just one of those fragrances. This perfume is very long lasting, it's very long wearing. It's a great fragrance to wear in the evenings, and it's just such a popular fragrance. People go crazy for this fragrance. Now, this perfume came out in 1998, and I remembered when I first discovered this fragrance, and it's one of those fragrances that for me, when I first smelt this perfume, I fell in love with it. There was like no doubt about it. I just totally love at first sniff. I fell in love with it immediately, and it's a fragrance that I truly adore. This perfume this was my original signature scent. This is something I was wearing since high school, college, and it's just always been either my day scent or my evening scent. And I think later on I only wore this in the evenings, and then around the holidays. This performs very well during the colder months, during the fall and the winter, and so this is just one of those fragrances that makes you want to wear more. It's quite addictive because it's got the sugary notes, it's got, you know, it's got the vanilla, and it's got the bitter almond in there, the jasmine. It's very sexy, very sensual, very feminine, and that's my Hypnotic Poison EDT. And this is a 50ml bottle, so for the size purpose it's kind of like, that's how big the 50ml bottle is, like that. And I have to say also that when you spray this fragrance, you get a sillage with this. You have a trail of fragrance like flowing behind you. It can fill the room, but it's not one of those overwhelming, overbearing scents, unless the person is not into any of the notes, and well, of course. But it's very pretty. It's a beautiful and it's very elegant, very well-known fragrance. So that's the EDT. So now we have the Hypnotic Poison, and this is the EDP, the Eau de Parfum. So that's the box there. And I'll just show you what it looks like inside. So now this is the, oh, it's gorgeous. I just love looking at the actual liquid. It's so pretty. It does look quite tempting, hypnotic. It's just such a beautiful bottle, such a great design. I love it. So this is my Eau de Parfum, and this is the 100ml bottle. This is gorgeous. In my Eau de Parfum version, the difference is that this one contains tonka bean, and it also contains orange blossom. So this fragrance is quite deep. It's an intensified version of the original, well, of the EDT. It's intense, it's dark, it's got more of those dark notes. It's a bit more, in a sense, kind of more chocolatey. There's no chocolate in here, but you've got that tonka, you've got like that deepness you would get from like chocolate, but we've got tonka in here, we've got bitter almond, we've got sambac jasmine in this fragrance as well, so it's quite rich, quite deep. The main difference with this fragrance is that it is loaded with licorice, coconut, almonds. It's very sexy, deep, dark. I would describe this as mysterious and sensual. I think this is a woman's fragrance. You know, a lady maybe in her 30s plus, this might suit. But it depends on what you like. I mean, when you smell this, that's just how you would associate this fragrance. If you're to link it to an age, you just think 30 plus. But it's what you like. If you love the notes in here and you are 21, please just wear it. You can wear anything you like. And this is gorgeous. It's quite creamy. It's not too sweet, but it has like a deep sweetness that you would get in a rich dark chocolate. But the licorice in here, we've got the orange, tonka bean. This is just perfect for a winter scent, and it's quite warming as well. So this perfume is perfect for late nights, date nights, something to wear during the autumn period, the winter. It's one of those warming fragrances. It's something that's very comforting about it, but this one is intensified. It's just got another level to it. And this is just something I would prefer to wear in the evenings. This wouldn't be my daytime scent for myself personally, but this is just gorgeous for the evenings. On cooler skin, it's just beautiful. So that's my EDP. Now the next fragrance that I have, I wanted to show you this because I'm showing you all the perfumes within my perfume collection. So all the Hypnotic Poisons that I have in my collection. The only thing is, the fragrance I'm going to show you has been discontinued, unfortunately. As you may have heard me talk about this fragrance in other videos as well, and how much I love it, but I still wanted to share it with you because you may be able to magically find it somehow online. So I'm still going to show you, and this is my Hypnotic Poison, and this is the Eau Sensuelle. So the box is presented like this, and I can compare it to the original perfume. So this one is the Hypnotic Poison, and then here we have the Eau Sensuelle, and that's the two together. So they look like that. Now this fragrance is just one of my favorites, and luckily for me, I actually stocked up on this fragrance. So just before it was discontinued, I went out and I found like the last two. I bought one for myself and I bought one for my sister. So yes, this is a 100ml bottle, and I'm going to be using this sparingly as can be. I'm really taking great care of this fragrance because there's something magical about this. It's gorgeous. Now let me go through the notes. I've written down all the notes for you in this one because this one's a little bit complex. Got some tuberose added to this, and there's some woody notes as well. So again, we do have the same shape bottle. We have the gold band just underneath the lid here, and then this lid is like crystal, not crystallized, but it's like a see-through purple shade. It's really pretty, and it reflects so nicely in sunlight. Not that you should store your fragrances in sunlight, but just saying. So the notes of this fragrance, we have ylang ylang, we have some orange blossom absolute, we have some tuberose vanilla in this fragrance as well, which is so creamy and beautiful. We have some sandalwood, we have some musk in this fragrance. The difference with this fragrance is that the original has that sambac jasmine, whereas this one has like soft petals of ylang ylang. So they've substituted the sambac jasmine, and in here instead we have ylang ylang, and it's beautiful. We have some damask rose in here as well. We have some orchid petals from the vanilla plant, and it's gorgeous. Again, it's the same. You do get, I think you do get that whole, I think when you smell this fragrance, you can still connect it to Hypnotic Poison because it's got that richness in there. It's got the intensity again. It's got that creaminess, but not so much on the sweet side, but this, you know, deep oriental side. It's very sexy, alluring, and there's something mysterious with all of these fragrances. It just has this warming note, and very pleasant, sexy. Men seem to love this fragrance as well. I don't know why. There's something in here. You know, it just suits a woman so well. It's beautiful, and you do have the freshness of the ylang ylang, the orange blossom, and you know, you've got the vanilla in here. It's still quite sweet and pretty. And then we do have the sandalwood, we've got musk, we've got tuberose in here as well. This fragrance is an EDT, and it is a very long wearing, very long lasting. It has a great sillage, it can fill the room, and it fills the room in the right way again. It leaves this subtle, beautiful trail of oriental flowers behind you. Very elegant as well. And again, I mean, I think the difference with this one compared to the EDP, I think this would suit a younger demographic as well. This would be, I think this would suit any age, to be honest with you. So that's my Hypnotic Poison range. So now I've got the fragrances in order. So this is the Eau de Parfum, this is the Eau de Toilette, and this is the Eau Sensuelle. And this one, these two are both EDTs. And I have to say, the EDT, this one especially, don't be fooled by the power of this Eau de Toilette. This one has such great performance. You can smell it everywhere. It stays on your skin for hours. It's a very, very powerful, beautiful scent. So don't get it confused. Very long lasting, very long wearing. Don't be fooled by the fact that it's an EDT. I would definitely go in with this one first if that's what you like, because this is the one that sells out all the time. It's beautiful. That's like the most popular version. And then, like I said, this is my Eau Sensuelle, which you can no longer buy. It's been discontinued, and but this is still beautiful if you can find it somehow. And so that's those are my Hypnotic Poisons for you. And you can see side by side the sizes. That's the 50ml, that's 100ml. So just that you have an idea of how they're presented. So it's like that. So this is Hypnotic Poison. They do have some other flankers within the range that I do not currently have. Yes, we have the Pure Poison, which you can still buy now. They do have the Original Poison as well, which is presented in like a purple bottle. It has a different shape, but that's more like the vintage style. You can still find that, I believe. And but this is like the main range there. And in addition to this, if you like Pure Poison, then you can buy the Pure Poison. So that's my Hypnotic Poison. That's my Poison Girl, and this is a 100ml bottle, and this is the Eau de Parfum, and that's the box it's presented in. Again, with this bottle, You have the same shape again. It's like the poison apple, you know. Then you do have a black lid, but the difference now is that this band is actually silver. Through the liquid or the juice in here, it's very hard to see the writing, but the writing's in black there. It just says Dior at the bottom, Poison Girl. Now this fragrance is so much sweeter than the Hypnotic Poison. It's sweet, oriental again. We have orange blossom in here, we've got tonka bean, and it's quite smooth, it's gourmand, it's sweet, it's playful. And you know, this fragrance I think will suit any age, to be honest with you. You'll see me mention this fragrance a lot in my videos, especially in my autumn fall videos, as this fragrance to me is associated with the fall. You have that you know, deep flavor of almond, vanilla, tonka. We have rose, the bitter orange, you know, the jasmine. Very seductive, very hypnotic, alluring, decadent. This one is so much sweeter in this fragrance here. This one is much sweeter than the Hypnotic Poison, whereas Hypnotic Poison is more powerful and bold. This is quite sweet and bold. This fragrance I would like to show you is my Poison Girl as well. This is the EDT version. The boxes are very similar, as you can see there. It's just that this part here is dark and then this part is silver, and so that's the way to differentiate the two. So let's open up this EDT. Now I have a 50 ml in this bottle here, and you can now see the difference. But again, it has that apple round look. It's got like a piping of lava on the bottle, and then the lava gets darker on the sides there. You can see that, and the base of it is black, and the liquid inside is like a pink color. We've got a black lid, and again we've got that silver band there. Now the difference with this perfume is the notes are slightly different in the EDT. It's a bit more sparkling, it's fresher. We have some neroli in here in addition. And then we do have the orange blossom, we have rose, we have damask rose in here, and we have some almonds in this perfume as well. And I think this one is sweet and fresh. It's lovely. This version has two types of rose. It has the neroli, which is sparkling and fresh, adds that citrus note to this perfume, and then we have the vanilla and we have the almond. And then we do have some tonka bean in here as well. So again, this is perfect for the evenings, and I like to wear this in the day. It's got that neroli, it's got that burst of freshness. This is just perfect for early autumn, like when you're transitioning into the fall. It's just lovely. It's beautiful. I think it resembles a bit of, you know, the late summer afternoons, and then the chilly, you know, beginning of autumn evenings. It just matches it really well. So that's my Poison Girl. And lastly, the next fragrance I have for you is Poison Girl Unexpected. And you can see again, the bottle is very similar to the EDT version. It's quite like shimmery, the bottle, and it's gorgeous. This fragrance, I really like this perfume so much. I really do. In this fragrance, we still have the citruses in here. We have blood orange this time. We have the rose in here, and then we have the vanilla. Now, the difference with this fragrance is that it has the addition of ginger, but I can detect some spices. When I spray this fragrance, I immediately receive notes of cardamom, strong notes of cardamom. And cardamom is that spice, it's that warming sweet spice in a green little pod, and that's what I get initially when I spray this. Then you get some ginger, but it's not a sharp ginger, it's sort of like a warm ginger. It's not fiery, it's not spicy like that, like so intense. You know how ginger can be quite spicy and hot, whereas this just has a very light sweet spice to it. So that's my Poison Girl Unexpected. The wear on this fragrance, you can get about, I think, 4 hours wear on this, but it's lovely, and I can wear this. I mean, I think I can wear this throughout all seasons, but I think it suits the cooler months more. But this is gorgeous. It's fresh, it's sparkling, and a little bit spicy. So that's my Poison Girl. So my darlings, that brings me to the end of the video. I hope this video was useful so that you had a better understanding of the different types of hypnotic poisons that are out there compared to the Poison Girl range. I went through all the flankers as well that I have in my collection. There are a few more that's out there that I do not currently own at the moment. But these are my wonderful fragrances, and like I said about Hypnotic Poison, it's a fragrance that I've been wearing since I was a teenager. So it's a favorite of mine. Very long lasting, very long wearing. Hey darlings, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new to my channel and you like the content today, please consider subscribing and leaving a comment down below. Now, with all the fragrances I mentioned today, what is your favorite? What is your favorite Hypnotic Poison version, and what is your favorite Poison Girl? For me, my favorite Hypnotic Poison is the EDT version, and when it comes to Poison Girl, oh, it's a hard one. I think I love all of them equally, but if I had to choose one, it would just be the EDP version. So those are my favorites, and I would love to know yours. So my darlings, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So my darlings, have a wonderful day. The sun is shining through my window, so I'm in a great mood now. So my darlings, I'm spreading all that energy to you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye. We have the Midnight Poison that they...
I don't have an answer to that. Is there something else I can help with?
Siri.